How's it working? We're early anyways.
Well, we're getting 5:58.
So who's the square in people?
Yeah, I'm seeing you.
Yeah.
They come here like once a month, huh? Is it every other?
Every other Monday usually. Yep.
It's cool. Yeah. Yeah, open bar and. Maybe I will go. Oh.
So, Matt,
Yeah.
in Windows 10, go down to the lower left-hand corner where you've got the Windows symbol, the start. It'll come up with the sign start. Click on that and then scroll to the camera thing in the menu. Do you see where it says camera?
Yep.
And select that.
Only one you're gonna do.
Does it show?
Nah, it's just giving me a black screen. Something went wrong.
Hmm. So it seems to be using the mic on your computer as well, not the remote. That's
So the
the same.
microphone on the table's not working either?
Well, I hear you well, but not anybody else.
Huh.
Is the
Everything.
mic a different USB port? I forget.
Yeah.
It is.
Yep.
Well, maybe that's working.
I guess I can just turn this computer to them.
Yeah. Is it USB port?
I don't know what it is. Camera's not working.
I have USB out, you want to try it? We don't have that on camera.
Well, it'll be on me, that's all. Okay, let's rock and roll. I will call the meeting to order at 6 p.m. Do we have any changes or additions to the agenda? Hearing none. Do we have any public comment? Okay, we will move on to select board vacancy. Looks like we got two of you here. Fix the decision a little easier. So we'll have each of you briefly state why you would like to be a member of the select board, and then the guys will take it from there. And we'll go alphabetically by last name. Carrie, you're first.
I had to write stuff down because it goes right out of my mind.
Perfect.
So born and raised here, hope to die here. I love living in Coventry. I've been here my entire life and like the opportunity to expand my involvement in the town. Listening to residents collaborate to make the best informed group decision. I've had several residents offer their support. I'm a people person, team player, fine, selective. I understand I'd be the first woman on the board. It'd be an honor to serve. That's it.
Thank you, Carrie.
Thanks, Barry.
Okay, Dan.
Well, I don't have any big plans. I really like to just see how all this works, how things are done to them. Born here too, I'll start family here. A lot of people that have been on the board, I just really respected. And people have helped me in the town, and then they've been on the board, and I feel like I haven't done anything for the town, so I'd like to contribute any way I can. That's really it, just, if I'm on, I'd like to just observe and learn and see how things are done, and that's all, see how. And it's just for a year, so I thought that was a good bit. If I don't like it, well, I pursue it.
That's how it works, right? This term would.
Yes,
be-
they're voted on no matter what, next town meeting, this spot,
So March.
regardless of, yeah.
March, whatever date it is, the Tuesday.
Yeah,
First
yep.
Tuesday in March,
Mhm.
is when this term would end,
Mhm.
and then it goes for.
Goes back to the town for a 3-year,
For a 2-year?
I don't know, whatever Dave's thing is.
It wouldn't be for just 1 year, it'd be.
No, this is, whatever happens today is just for 1 year.
And then I think it would be then I think it would be a 2-year, because you can't have, like, my spot is up for
Right,
election next year, so you wouldn't be 2 people 3 years. Right. This term would be. It'd be a 2-year.
2-year, yeah. But regardless, this spot comes back up.
It would be weird because you don't have 2 years left, so then with the 2-year, then.
So for whatever it is, you're correct in that it's only for 1 year until town meeting. And then, whoever's up. So yours would have to be voted upon from then until the expiration of that particular term. I just don't know what it is right now. I know I'm on 3. You're supposed to come off next year.
Maybe 1 more year.
So it'd be 1 more year, yeah. So then you can make your choice. One way or the other, then.
Would be 1 more year, 2 years, yeah, that would be how it would work, yeah.
So so you had 4 candidates,
I had 4 candidates, but as you can see, there's only 2 of them here.
Who were the other 2?
Israel Sandville and Andre Brosser.
they knew
They were told multiple times that they needed to be here tonight.
I don't think he had anybody to maybe be with his mother or something. She's been in the hospital. Now I think she's in the nursing home.
Okay. Okay. Well, I appreciate, can I speak?
Yeah, sure.
This is very, very difficult. We asked for it to be set up like a town meeting style, so that anybody who was interested could come in, show the interest, let the board know, why they were interested and that they were. And then similar to town meeting, we would make the decision, here and now in the session, which is the right way to do it. It's just a very difficult thing, to do, think all of that through. Never an easy way to go through that, I don't think, that way, but I think it's the right way to do it. Personally, I've come to know you both at different levels for different reasons. Carrie and I met, I don't know, a couple weeks ago. So I've personally come to know her since then and got a chance to talk to her then about a little bit. Dan, I've known for, I don't know, I'm old, you're not, so, for a while. So.
This is a decision that's made tonight now, or are we going home and you're going it over?
Well, we're about 3 minutes away from it, I think. Just thinking through it, so,
Carrie, are you on any other committees this time? You're on the, you helped with the fall festival?
Yeah, College Fall Festival, Justice of the Peace and the, Town Foundation. I was just appointed in December. I've had a couple of them, which I know you guys don't like.
not true.
We just need to have better communication.
Yeah, we're striving to get better communication. We
Definitely want to work on that.
disagreed on a couple of issues, but it's certainly a wonderful foundation, good for the town, and we support it.
And I'm brand new with it, so don't hold it against me.
No,
I don't think I hold it against you, but I don't know if it's any kind of conflict. I don't know,
I don't think so.
no.
Yeah, I've been coming to a lot of meetings and I think I've had some good input. But same thing, it's not something that you prepare for or job training. It is job training, on the job training. It's not something you go to college for.
No.
It's definitely a learning as you go, mistakes sometimes get made.
Well, I don't think I'm gonna go into a whole lot of, it. It's sort of like a town meeting and it's a vote, everybody's got their reasons. And some I'll share privately, if somebody wanted to know that, but I don't want to do that publicly all together. So I think, are you looking for a motion from me? I see where I'm at.
Yeah.
I would. I would make a motion to. Appoint Mr. Webster. To the board for. Renewing this year until county.
Yes, you got it. Thank you. What did you do?
I'll second that. So. All those in favor?
I,
Aye.
Okay, very good.
Carrie.
Thanks, Carrie. Thanks, Dan.
thanks. You'll need to see Deb sometime.
Okay, next up, we have the road crew vacancy. We had 3 applicants. Got 2 resumes for you. I'm told Zach's is forthcoming, but I haven't seen it yet. There's two copies of each one in there.
So we have, so these are the only 2 we have.
Yep.
For the road crew member.
Correct.
And so.
Zach tells me his is coming, but
Well, when was the deadline to receive them?
Friday.
So I think you got 2. That was what we said, right?
That's what we said.
So we need to, schedule a meeting specific for interviews.
Yep.
Sooner than later. I know what your schedule is, but it's probably the only agenda item. And that's a personnel issue, not an employment issue. So you would need to set up a meeting and you would have to do an executive session for each. And then you can come in public, make the decision, report the decision.
Would it need to be posted for 20 hours?
Yeah, I can't do it tomorrow.
Well, it needs to be posted anyway.
Yeah, I can do Thursday or Friday. Mid to late afternoon. If that works.
I'll talk to both those guys tomorrow.
Either time,
Yeah.
either time works for me, Thursday or Friday. We want to do. Schedule a half hour apart.
Yep.
Something.
And you'll be participating,
Sure.
a participant.
Yep.
And as will the road foreman.
Yep.
And record.
Okay, very good.
They'll send us an email, let us know.
I will, yep.
So Mr. Chair, who are your candidate?
So we have a Patrick LaValley,
Pat LaValley,
yep, LaValley,
what's that, LA,
yep,
okay,
VALLEY.
okay?
He's
Mhm.
from Sutton, Vermont,
Okay,
and then we have a Jeff Young
okay,
from Troy, Vermont.
and this is to replace who?
This is to. It's not really gonna replace anyone, so, John took over David's position, and this is to replace John's position.
That's my point,
Yeah.
yeah. And what's your last name?
Buchanan?
You,
No.
do you, okay. So you don't have to live in town to be on the road crew.
Right.
You're just not an elected position.
Correct.
That's all.
Good. Okay,
Thank you.
Thanks.
next up, we have the IT maintenance, town website and social media.
Okay, well.
We don't currently have a contract with anyone to do our IT maintenance. Bill submitted one, that's the only one we have that, but it hasn't been accepted yet. The town website needs some work. I guess got a new design that Deb wants on her page, and you know, we got to have somebody that knows how to do that stuff. I mean, I'm not a web designer. I mean, I can do little maintenance stuff, but we need a professional if we want it to look nice.
Is this something they can quote us, give us a quote?
Yeah, they
Or
can,
is it
yeah.
hourly? Should we just, should we get a?
Yeah, you can hire somebody hourly.
Probably should get a quote instead of an hourly. Your thoughts?
I'm thinking, even though we've got them on the same line, are they separate issues?
Well, I mean, we need to hire somebody to do our IT maintenance.
Right.
And but and then it all kind of, because Phil was kind of doing the website for us too, and you know, I know Phil's busy, but it needs more attention than what it's getting. It's clunky, it's not
So
very
right
useful.
now, the town is without a contract
Correct.
for its IT
Right.
services.
Phil was sort of doing it for us as a select board member. Once he got off the select board, we needed to either hire him or hire somebody else. Because there was never a contract to begin with. He was just doing it.
And prior to him, it was
Pest control.
Yeah, tech control.
Tech control.
same thing. Very good.
You wouldn't know.
Very good. It was tech control and that was contractor.
Correct.
So I think that's what we need to do is explore contract. So it's how do you want to seek that, want to have that? To make some phone calls and see, and get some quotes.
I do.
Yeah, and you're knowledgeable enough, Matt, to be able to have the discussion with them about what our needs are.
I think so. If not, I can
Deb can help,
Yeah.
I'm sure.
I can bluff my way
David.
through it.
in a way, it would be nice to have an IT guy be the one who does the website, only because if we don't. We get the website built, the IT guy's gonna say, well, this guy did this all shitty and I can't fix
Right.
it, we need to redo it.
Yeah.
So probably some of them can and some of them couldn't.
Yeah.
So that's one thing that we might want to put it for.
Right.
And then the social media piece came.
When we found out we had a Facebook page.
Yeah, we did have, we found out we had the town has a Facebook page, but we can't figure out who's running it.
I think Amanda was, and no one's touched it since. I think she had started it. And we were beginning to post a few things on there and it just,
I don't think there's anything from the town posted on it at all. There's some stuff that Martha has posted. And then I ended up making a post and that's some like pictures of the election that somehow got posted onto that site, which I didn't even know was even posted onto that site. But so much, posted, so.
So maybe. Now that's a separate issue than the others. Facebook position?
I have people that, you know, but Matt might need to come on.
So I guess it's on the table of the discussion because it's inappropriate. We have one and nobody's administering it.
Mhm.
So we have to figure that out. So however we gotta figure that out. Like maybe Deb or somebody.
I mean, it's possible if we hire an IT guy, and he gets the website up and running. Once the website's how you like it, it's just a few changes throughout the year, minimal. The social media page, we could talk about it in our meeting, what we want to put on there, and then we can say, put this, this, and this, and you can instruct the IT guy to upload it.
Mhm.
Okay,
I mean,
so we can develop that conversation as we go. All right, so let's do that.
Okay.
And have Matt search that and maybe, as quick as you can, we gotta have a contract.
Yep.
So, Mr. Chair, you're gonna have Matt. See somebody else?
Well, we already have one person that fills in. I mean, we're
we
gonna,
provided it.
yeah, Phil's got something in there, so we'll have Phil's and then we'll get a couple other ones, right? And then,
Get them what to be their input or advice and.
no, we'll get a bid
contract.
to do the work that we want done, for our IT and for the website.
If it's gonna be a big process, shouldn't it be posted?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that, but
Yeah, we'll post it.
Yeah.
Yep. We'll put it on our website and our regular, wherever, our regular posting spots.
Yeah.
Anything else on that? Okay, next up, we have the Community National Bank signatories. David Barlow?
Yes. I see, we figured the camera too, that's good.
Yep.
Um,
Deb did it.
So we had hit this a couple meetings ago, but not, as it turns out, quite well enough, as the bank has told me. So we need in the minutes of the meeting, a motion from the board to signatory on the bank accounts. And currently the signatories are Scott Breyer, Phil Marquette, and myself. And we had discussed before about pulling me off and putting Matt Maxwell on. And that would solve a longstanding issue with the audits that we've had, where the auditor's upset that I have control of both the bank accounts and the general ledger. The other aspect of this would be just getting who you want on the select board to be signatory, with the understanding that it would be rare, extremely rare event that any select person would actually sign a check or do anything with the bank. But as an emergency capability, it's a good thing to have at least one of you.
So if I hear you correctly, we should remove you. Add Matt. Should we remove Phil?
Yeah.
Remove Phil.
Yes,
I stay.
that'd be great.
Do we need to add Scott? The other Scott? Do we need another person or not?
No, there's no requirement. I think, our. But if you wanted to, you could, or wait until you have all three of your select board there to decide, but it's easier if we knock it out at once with the bank action. All that said, in my history here, we've never had the select board member have to sign a check or do anything with the bank, but
And just another thing for consideration, so I know your term's coming up next, and whether or not you're gonna rerun or not, it may be easier to put somebody else on who's gonna be, like Scott will be there for a full 3 years. Your new member will have to be reelected this next March. So that you don't have that constant, you gotta bring it back up to the board, remove, and then add
If
somebody.
you're
else
not
in.
opposed to it, I think it would be best to add you, remove me. Remove Dave. Matt, and then changes won't have to be made for
3 years.
3 years unless Matt's terminated.
no.
It's just, that's a day-to-day thing, could be any time.
Oh,
Saying it how it is.
Yeah, I guess I hadn't thought about it in the way that Deb just mentioned it, but it's business, I mean, I'm always thinking, you know, the chair, just positionally. Seems like the spot for that, but. I get it, so it doesn't matter to me, I think it's a 1 in 10,000 shot, but you're gonna have to do it anyway, right, Dave?
yeah, hopefully it's even more than that, but
Yeah,
just in
between your
case.
treasurer and your administrator. It's the rarest and rare that would occur, so it's fine if you want to do that.
Okay, so I make a motion for the checkbook signature to remove Phil Marquette, David Barlow, and Scott Breyer, and add Matt Maxwell and Scott Moore.
I second.
All those in favor? Aye.
Great.
Thank you. That should do it.
Okay,
Thank you, Dave.
thanks, Dave.
Thanks.
Okay. That will bring us to other business. I have one piece of other business. I don't know if anybody else does. I need a signature on this Dubois and King. Now that the snow's gone, they can come up and drill holes on Coventry Station for us, and John wants to get them going.
That's where the.
That's where the bank's falling out.
It's getting pretty bad. I don't know if they're gonna go ahead and tell us you need to done 500 yards of fill up there and compact it and then retake the road. This thing probably. $15,000.
Well, yeah.
Hey, we got them down from 18.
This is another one of those issues where I come in at it, you know, and not knowing the build up to it. I see the road condition.
So I'm not a road guy, but the banks is wide and straight down, so obviously it's sliding, but I think if there was more, it wouldn't slide. Mr. Gallup, who done those for 30 years, suggested it would be in the best interest to get, you know, some holes drilled and get this type of service that way. They're protected. Town's protected. But protected from whatever else. Because if we do what they say and it still slides, we're still gonna have to fix it again.
So again, you know, coming in a little bit too late to the game, if David Gallup knew the issues and thought through them and got you to this point and had his reasons for it, and they've been laid out, I'm sure. And they're not that spot. It's 15,000, then. That's what I would. Without having to reinvent the whole,
Right. And it wasn't easy to get anyone to do it.
so I didn't know, but you know. Something has to be done there. And so start back at 0.
Thank you. I need that back, Scott. Thanks. Okay, now we have the approval of the minutes, March 20th.
I read,
Make a motion to approve the minutes of 3/20/23.
I second.
All those in favor? Aye.
Okay. Warrants. Right in front of you. And if you guys would like to make, after you make your motion for the warrants, to make an additional motion to approve payment of the San Souci invoice.
Actually, I'd like to take that with me in a copy. I want to call him and just talk through it with him. And
So you're looking to get this done tonight?
If you want to.
no,
You don't want to get it done tonight?
no,
You want to push it off for another?
I want to talk to him. So let's make a motion to, well, should we?
You don't have to, if we're not gonna pay it, you don't have to do anything with it.
We don't.
I thought we were paying it. That's why
Well,
mentioned it.
we may pay a lesser amount.
Okay.
We may pay the full amount. I mean, we're gonna have to pay it. It's not going away, but
So you just want to copy it?
all I really want is installment. I don't want to just copy it.
And then we'll put that over the.
Yeah. Thank you. You guys want to take those resumes and look them over? Or you want me to hold on them?
Yeah, I'll probably take them or just copy.
There's each
Yeah.
copy of each for each of you in there.
Yeah. We're gonna fix that signature on. And it should we indicate on this?
You can just cross it out if you want.
Well, I mean. Is that
Or you can leave it as is.
something your auditor will pick up on? It's not, it's a look.
Yeah, we decided that this was all good. Bang, bang, bang.
Yep, and it's all on. Yep.
Please scan and email me a copy. Well, maybe I'll need a copy of that.
Yeah, I can scan it to you and email it. Or you can take the original if you want.
So I did have one question on this one right here. This one was, Stephanie Rondo. So she's been getting paid for work of
The planning commission.
planning commission. She's now a planning commission member. So that's no longer,
That'd be a question, Mr. Barlow.
Dave? I did.
Hello. I heard somebody throw me under the bus.
Yeah, Stephanie Rondo, we're signing warrants and she's been getting paid as a clerk for the who?
Planning.
Planning commission,
But she's
Yes.
now a planning commission member.
and she's the chairperson, as it turns out.
So that's no longer gonna be a paid position then.
Are you telling me or asking me? Sorry.
Well, I guess I'm asking first.
I can tell you that in the past with different people, a different set of people, that when the person who is serving as the planning commission clerk was then elected to the planning commission, that we stopped paying that person as the planning commission clerk. But that was not, I wasn't doing payroll then. It wasn't any hard decision I was party to, other than I knew it because I was the treasurer.
Okay,
So I don't recall if there was a select board discussion about that or how that all happened.
so maybe we ought to put that on the next agenda.
Okay.
To have that discussion. I remember historically, if we're in historical terms, if that's what we're doing, that we started paying that position 6-7 years ago when there was a new town plan and the planning commission was overwhelmed. And they requested specifically to get an additional assistant to help with that task. And asked if the town would fund it for that purpose, and that's what we did. It seems like it's just never been taken back off, and it's been there and just continued. So I think we should have that discussion after we think about that. See where they're at now, if they're gonna go to their historical norm to disallow it anyway. And go from there on whether we wanna continue to fund that position or not. So I guess we should think about that and talk to her and put it on our agenda for next time.
Okay,
I agree.
motion on those?
You got them all right. So I'll make a motion to accept the doable warrants.
Second. All those in favor? Aye.
Okay, we're done.
Motion to adjourn.
Very good.
You want this? Are these just our copies? You can get your own.
Yes. I'll take the folder back if you don't want it.
Oh.
No, I'm just kidding. You can have it. You can have it.
Probably